Hey, hello, my friends. Hope everybody is well today. This week's video is going to be on items I sold from August 5th, 2019 to August 11th, 2019. That's from a Monday to a Sunday. My name is Paul Apollonia. Let me introduce myself to you real quick and tell you what exactly what I do. I'm been selling on eBay since, wrong way, since about 2001, that sign says. Took it seriously about 2005, 2006. Started selling a lot of my own stuff. Then a friend of mine told me I need to sell more stuff. So he gave me some stuff. And that's where I started to get loving consignment sales. Consignment is not for everyone. If you're new to consignment, please take it slow and just hire slow and resign yourself from people quickly, because it's a tough business. Everybody thinks their mouse is worth $8,000, and it's not. And then I got into, then shortly after that, I started parting out things. Let me make this bigger so you can see my ugly mug. Enjoy doing that. I get a lot of my stuff for free on Craigslist, looking at the free section: washers, dryers, dishwashers, appliances, lawnmowers, you name it. I'll part it out if I can make money off of the parts. Just with parting out stuff, you got to be careful. You're not spending too much time parting out things. Like you spend a half an hour to get to a part that you're going to make $5 on. Not really good. What I do is I put a timer, use my phone. After 20 minutes, I see where I'm at, then reset it again and see where I'm at. I also do a lot of teaching on eBay, do a lot of classes in the area, also local community colleges and community colleges across the state of North Carolina. Do it online and whatever. Also have a big event coming up September 14th and 15th. eBay execs will be here in Raleigh, be a WorthPoint event. Dana Crawford will be here. CEO of WorthPoint will be here. Saturday is free, big zero. Goose egg costs you nothing. I'll have coffee and snacks in the morning. We're trying to figure out what to do for lunch. And it's going to be a from 9 to 4. Just don't come and expect you're going to learn like it's going to be hands-on learning. It's just more of like just a introduction to eBay, advanced. I'm going to be talking some. Dana's going to be talking some. Brian Burke from eBay will be here talking some. It's just going to be a great 7 hours on Saturday. Then Sunday we go to the state flea market, State Fairgrounds flea market. And we do treasure hunting. If you've never done treasure hunting before, it is really cool. You should do it on a small scale, just with your friends, other sellers, your kids, whatever. I've done it through my Meetup group, and it's great. We're going to have a big group there, and that's going to be sponsored by WorthPoint. We're going to be looking for treasures, asking questions, and hopefully buying some great gems. I also run the Raleigh eBay Meetup group. We meet second Thursday of the month. All that information will be down below in the comments. If you like this video, please smash that old thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. I'm always trying to give you guys value with what I'm doing on eBay and other things, frugalness and all sorts of other stuff I'm trying to put out there for you guys. Last week, July and August are slow times on eBay. I am a huge supporter of side income, side hustles, whatever you want to call it. If you're doing this full-time, part-time, whatever, find some side hustle that you can make money at. I did okay, could have done better, but a lot of it was I was away for a couple of days last week, and I really didn't list anything while I was away. What I should have done was scheduled my listings out. There's an option when you're creating a listing to schedule it out. It costs an additional 10 cents. That is the only option I use with anything on eBay if I'm going to use it, is the scheduling out. I should have scheduled stuff out for while I was gone, because if you're not active, you're not going to be selling as much as you would if you're at least listing a couple items a day. All right, so let's get this show on the road. I'll show you what I sold. This isn't everything. I think I picked out about, didn't go crazy this week. I'm trying to keep this down to a reasonable time for you guys. I know it's going 20, 30 minutes, and I really want to try and keep it shorter because I know you guys got other things to do besides watching me. So let's get this on the show on the road here. eBay, I'm going to go over the first listing pretty good, and then the rest of the listings we're just going to whiz by, so give you some tips and tricks. Christmas sells on eBay year-round. year-round Christmas stuff sells on eBay. This I got under a consignment deal with somebody. I didn't really research these too much. She just had a whole bunch of stuff. I filled my car up. Literally, I have a four-door Buick, an older one, and I had passenger seat, back seat, floor, trunk. Everything was full of these houses. Now, these houses have tanked big time in recent years. I don't know why. I couldn't answer that, but they're not bringing in a whole lot of money. And I sold a few. And to be honest with you, I shouldn't have taken this client because there's just not that much money in it. But we talked, and I said, let me see what I can do. I can sell the rest, and we'll go from there. So obviously, I sold this one last week. Did not make a lot of money on it. If this was on a consignment, I would have made, I do 50% from the first 100, and then it goes down from there in tiers. So I would have made $8.99. Shipping was tough on this because I made a fatal mistake in the listing, but it was okay. The buyer didn't notice it, which was wonderful. I will show you that mistake I made once we get down. So the title I keep pretty short and sweet. Remember, you're not worried about grammar or other stuff. You're worried about what people are searching for. If I wanted to buy this house on Google or eBay, what am I going to be searching for? Company name, what it is, village, what the house is. It's a schoolhouse or a church. I'm sorry. Is it retired? It's retired. And that is the item number. Then I go down here whenever I'm selling anything and I can put a comment in here. I always do. This is the same comments that I have down here. I always put something up here in the condition comments. I always try my best to use as many item specifics as I can. Google and eBay love these things. This is what people are searching on. Notice when you're in the item specifics and you get a pull down menu, you want to try and use one of those selections in the pull down menu. Because what that is that's millions of people have searched on those words. You can put your own in there, that's fine. And I do that at times too, but I try and stick to what's in that pull down, drop down menu. I put all the pertinent information. I actually Googled this house and got some information off of it. Same thing on the thing here, and we'll scroll down description. Let me show you my fatal mistake on the shipping. What this is here is eBay's global shipping program. A lot of people ship internationally, which means they have to handle all the stuff to send it to the country. eBay has a program called Global Shipping Program. You also hear it called GSP. What that basically is eBay has a facility in Kentucky. All I have to do is get this house, if I sold it internationally, to Kentucky, pack it properly. You can't just throw it in a box. It has to be packed properly. I can get as cheaply as possible to Kentucky, and then eBay will take it from there. Once they have it, you'll get a message, an email saying they have it, and whatever happens after that, 99% of the time, you are out of the picture. I've heard nightmare stories, but not many of stuff not going right, but I've never had it. I've been using this global shipping program for years and years and years and love it. A lot of sellers don't think it's good because they think they lose sales on it, whatever. We all run our businesses differently. I run mine my way. You run yours your way. That's fine. So if that went global, if that went international, I would have used that, but it did not. It went somewhere out west. I can't remember. And the problem is here, Expedia USPS Priority Mail. I normally set this up as economy mail, economy service. I forget what it says. Why I do that now, I may lose a sale or two from that because when you bring that up, when you're looking at the item, it says 7 to 9 days or whatever it is, 5 to 10 days till you get it. Why I do that is because then I can use anything and everything eBay offers. I can use Post Office. I can use Federal Express. I can use Post Office, flat rate box, padded envelope, whatever the Post Office offers. I can use FedEx, Home, Ground. What did they call that thing with the Post Office? I just forgot it. Well, they have a program with the Post Office where they if you take your package, if you use that program, you take your package to FedEx, and FedEx takes it to the closest post office to the buyer, and the post office takes it from there. Or if you want to take it to the post office, I hear it goes by snail or slug to the closest post office, and FedEx takes it from there. The only problem with that program is there's no insurance. So take that into account when you're using that. It can be very cheap to ship things using that program, but there's no insurance. And I'm sure if there's a problem, one is going to blame the other, and you're not going to get your money back. Just be aware of that. Let me just go over the pictures here. Let me make this a little smaller here. You see that much of my ugly mug. Here's the first picture, obviously, picture of the box. Really what I should have done with this one is have that my first picture, which I changed all the other listings. There's the house. I plugged it in. Anytime I saw anything electronic or lit or whatever, I always have it running or working in the listing, one picture at least. There's front, side, back. And this is messed up. There's a lot more pictures than this. I don't know why it's not showing up. Underneath to show them what the year is and what it is. I always take a picture of the UPC code and stuff like that. And there is a picture of the item number, but I don't know where it's at. And something is up because it's been doing this for a couple of weeks now with me when I look at the pictures. See, there's more pictures in this. I know there is. See right there. There you go. See, that's the item number. I take a picture of that so people know. So that is basically, my listings are basically all the same in a way, one way or another. I don't really change too much of it. It's pretty much all standard. So let's go to the next item. Like I said, this was consignment, made $8.99, but I made $60. I'll give her some money come Christmas of what I sold. Obviously didn't make a whole lot of money off of this. This was another consignment item. Sold a ton of Xboxes, consoles for this guy, and all this other stuff. I don't know what it all was. Got done, and we still had all these other games left. He just said, don't worry about it. Just keep them, sell them. Did not make a lot of money. This went on Media Mail. I think I made $2 on this. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a little low. Only took me a few minutes to listen because I found a listing just like it, and it copied in everything I needed. So $2 to it in a padded envelope, folded it over, went out Media Mail. Probably made $2.50, maybe $3 on this, if that, after fees and mail. Probably more like $2. So I don't have a problem. Well, I got a little problem selling something for $2. I don't have a problem selling something low price. Like I said, everybody runs their business differently. Most of my sales are between $10 and $35. That's my bread and butter. I do sell things much higher, and obviously I sell things lower too. So what I did here was I just did this all in one picture, put a white piece of cardboard down instead of doing multiple pictures so they can see the manual, the game, and the case. Lawnmower tank. This is a odd lawnmower tank. They're hard to find. I think I was asking $28 plus shipping with this, or $24.99 plus shipping. This was mine. I parted it out of a lawnmower. Very easy to take off. There are 3 screws here that you take off the top of the mower and basically unplug the fuel line, and you're done. And that's how you take that off. Did pretty well on this. The guy offered me $20. I was away, and I said, okay, that's fine. And he actually paid for it. A lot of times when you do the best offer thing, sometimes people don't pay for it, and that's a hassle. One thing with best offer is once the person does a best offer, it takes the same path as an auction. Just like an auction where somebody buys your item, you got to send them an invoice. You got to send them an invoice when they do a best offer. And I always have a note at the bottom. Thank you so much for buying the item. The faster you pay, the quicker I can ship, blah, 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 blah. And you wait for payment. Sometimes you get it. Sometimes you don't. I am a stickler for people that don't pay. I don't give them much time. I know people give people weeks to pay. I don't have time for that. I'm not a storage warehouse. I need this money to support my family and everything else. I give them about a day or two, and then I do an unpaid, and there's an option in there to do the unpaid. So just remember that when you're offering best offer, it's going to be, you have to invoice them, and you have to wait for your money, not like a buy it now. One other quick tip, let me show you what I do with these gas tanks. Hopefully these pictures will show up. I try and take all side pictures. I clean them up really well, and I always take a picture of the cap off the gas tank so people can see there is no damage, no junk, no gunk, no nothing in the gas tank. This is an item a friend of mine was moving out of his house. And he said, I got some stuff in the shed. The only problem was this is about a half an hour away. And I was like, But I ran out there last Friday or Friday before last. I can't remember. Got a bunch of stuff. Sold the wheelbarrow on Facebook Marketplace. That was a messaging nightmare with people trying to offer me $5 for a wheelbarrow, but got rid of that. And he had all these. Now, I've sold these before. I foolishly threw this one away when I had one of these because I didn't think it was worth anything. I sold it with the battery. I got a drill, a little circular saw, and a flashlight. I listed those all separately. I probably could have sold it all as one lot. I just didn't want to do that because I can make more money selling them separately. So I made $29. I made about $25, $26 off of this for doing nothing. I didn't pay anything for it. Well, I went to go get the stuff, but the trip's already paid for itself with the wheelbarrow sale and this. And I think I sold something else too. Anything else about this item? No, I'm real. Oh, and here we go again. I'll show you again. Nope, that's it. We're getting there. There we go. With the power battery charger light on. I always show when I'm selling something with power that it's powered up and it's working. These lawnmower wheels. Oh my gosh. I don't know what it is, but the last year, when I sell these lawnmower wheels, the first time I pull them off a mower, I list them on eBay. Every time the first buyer buys them and says these are the wrong size, I thought these were front wheels. I thought these were the smaller wheels. Now, we all make mistakes. I make them too. Tons of them, like everybody. But set of two Craftsman 14-inch by 2-inch rear wheels. Okay, now if that wasn't enough, after the guy returned them, which you had to pay for return shipping, so you probably lost money because I don't do free returns. I'm sorry, I don't do free returns. It's not in. I just can't do that with these heavy items. If it was a first class item, it'd be different. Let me show you what I wrote down here, and it's here. Same thing here. It's down here. Notice I used all specifics. Notice what I wrote down here the second time after the guy returned it when I relisted it. You're buying a set of two rear wheels. These are 14-inch wheels, like as big as a medium pizza. Now, that's pretty self-explanatory. Guy bought them a week ago. Another guy bought them a week ago. Gal, I don't know who it was. Bought them, and they received them about a week ago. Haven't heard anything back yet. I'm assuming they're the right size. But I don't know what it is with these wheels. It's kind of comical, to be honest with you. But, hey, it's the way it is. It's selling online. This is an item I got off of a friend of mine. She was moving out of the area, and she said, I've got some stuff in a room. Just come get everything. I sold this for $15. Got nothing. I paid nothing for it. It was half a mile away from my house, all this stuff. So really, and I sold a ton of other stuff from the pile that I got from her. I know nothing about this thing, but I did my best. I Googled it and got all the information. Take all the pictures, picture of the card, picture of it powered on like I always do, and the back picture of the model number, serial number, and whatever. And I did all this here. I got all this information from Google, and I don't even think there was another listing for this thing on eBay. But they're pretty good, $15. Probably made, $14, $13 maybe on this. Went into a padded envelope. Went out first class, maybe 2 ounces. So I did pretty good on shipping on that. Only got about 2 more items left after this one, believe it or not. We're a little short this week, which is fine. I don't want to hold you guys up. Another gas tank. These gas tanks, I used to sell a whole ton of them. Used to make a lot more money than $16.99 a couple years ago, but it seems like China is producing these tanks new for about the same price, maybe a little bit more, like $25. And why would you buy a used one when you can buy a new one? But a lot of people like buying used stuff. Doesn't matter. I really don't care if somebody bought it. All angles of the tank. Now, this tank comes in 2 different models. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Here. Let's do this. See, this is the curved top here. It's the same. This curved tank will fit on the square edge. Will fit a square edge tank. Will fit this same mower. It doesn't matter. So I want to make sure people know it is a curved top fits the same exact mower. Let me show you. This was an item that had an issue. There was no cap. I could not find a gas cap. I could not find another gas cap I could put on there. I have no idea. I've got gas caps laying all over the place, but I could not find one. So I stated that. Again, I got the picture of the tank, very clean inside. How I test these tanks is I put either hot water in them and and then bend it around so the water is on the seam, and I make sure there's no leaks, holding the fuel nipple with my thumb or finger, or you can use gasoline. I would not use just water. You got to use hot water, something that will make the tank, the place. If somebody told me to use hot water, that's what I do. So there was no leaks in this tank. I don't sell tanks that have leaks. You could try and fix this tank if it leaks, but people don't have luck fixing it. So there you go. I made probably about $14, $15 off of this. Shipping was pretty cheap. I think it went to just Tennessee or somewhere close by. Let's go to the next item. I had something to say about this, and I can't remember now. This is another item off of the stuff off the shed. He said I got a lawnmower. It takes 6 or 7 pumps at a primer bulb in the carburetor to start. I went and got the lawnmower. There was no air filter, and the whole lawnmower was just full of dirt. And I thought, I'm not even going to mess with it. I don't even mess with, when I get a mower, even if it's running anymore, I don't mess with cleaning it up and trying to resell it on Craigslist or Facebook. It's just not worth it. I don't have time for people coming over and looking at it and window shopping and offering me $10 and telling me they drove 3 hours to get it. I don't have time for that. I'd rather just part it out and make some money on eBay. Did not make much money on this. Probably made about $11, maybe $12. It went to South Carolina, I think. So I always take a picture of the rope. I pull the rope out a little bit so people can see the rope is good. Close up of that. The stuff off the side of the pull cord housing, and the engine information. This fits a multitude of lawnmowers, so it doesn't have to be an MTD. It can be whatever. It can be a lot of different mowers. Our last item, I don't even know what it is. I forget. Oh, this. Okay, so I had 2 of these at one time. One I had for, it's a mulch plug out of a mower. The thing you put in the back of the mower, you lift the thing up, put this in there when you're mulching your leaves and stuff in the fall. You pull it out when you want to mow your lawn. But it's a hard one to find. I had it in a box in my garage for, not this one, the one previously, for probably about 4 years, maybe even 5 years. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't figure it out. So one day when I had nothing to do, I just brought up eBay and just typed in push mower mulch plugs and just scrolled through all the listings, and bingo, I found it. So this item cost me nothing. This is the second one I sold. I got it from a parts mower somebody gave me, and I made pretty darn good money. The guy just got it. He got it. I sent it priority. 99% of my stuff I ship out goes out priority. He got it within 2 days. He was thrilled. Didn't even use any packing material. I just used 2 of those small 7x7 priority boxes, telescoped them together. I've got a video on how the telescope boxes, how I do it. And I just shipped it out like that. It was not under 16 ounces. I was hoping it would be, but it was not. It was like 1.5 pounds. Guy is thrilled with it. I always clean up my parts before I sell them. A little bit of just general purpose cleaner and some vinyl dressing, and it looks like brand new. So that is about it, my friends, for this week. I really hope you enjoyed this video I did for you guys. Like I said, July and August is a little slow. What I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start implementing next year and probably this year too, is I'm going to start blowing out some of my stuff. I'm not a big fan of auctions, but I'm hearing more and more big time sellers say they're doing more and more auctions. Seems like it's driving traffic to their store, and it's a great way to get rid of items that have been sitting around, because I've got a house full of stuff that I just need to either get rid of, take it to the thrift store, throw it away, or just blow it out on eBay. And even if I make a couple of bucks on stuff, that's fine. But so I'm going to start doing that. I'll do a video on that and see how that works out. Like I said before, check out the Meetup information down below. Check out the event September 14th and 15th. It ought to be a lot. 15th ought to be a lot of fun. And if you're from out of town, there's a lot of very affordable hotels in the area for you to stay over Saturday night. Just Google hotels in Raleigh. I'm sure you'll find one. There's a lot of low end, high end, whatever you need. Also, I do the training too. So message me or leave a message if you have any questions. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.